MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell thinks movies should be considered evidence. Trump's so slow he believed China was trying to send America hurricanes, and when Biden insulted him, he shared an image portraying himself as the MAGA king, only to be ridiculed. Select all images with how most of the world sees the MAGA king. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Verify.
You know you're over target when they talk about the dumbest things. One guy's bringing up something from two guys I don't even know, some word I don't even know. I go, okay, why don't you print this? I don't even know what the word means, you know. It's like, and then I got.
This is the only guy in the world who encounters a word he doesn't understand and considers it a dead end. It is pouring MAGA tears. I check out Tom Selleck's Slow Cousin's latest ridiculous claims in tech failures, Trump on China hurricanes, roast Don Jr., crush Lauren Boebert, and review the latest and stupid from Dr. Oz, the Muddy Trump rally, Alex and Marjorie Trailer Queen's bunker, Mitch's house party, and more. The runt spawn of Diaper Dawn tweeted,
"Guys, it's hard to find baby formula in Joe Biden's America. Let that sink in."
Naturally, I replied, a major formula manufacturer issued a huge recall after infant deaths and bacterial infections. But Trump would have told them, "It looks better on the shelves. It does. Leave it. Leave it." It's no shocker that the guy whose birthstone is a Coke Rock is panicking about access to powder. Trump's recent rally was a total washout that turned the place into a mud pit where people endured a downpour to see Dr. Oz, Mike Lindell, and the defeated former president rattle off their greatest hits. I feel like this is one of the spot the difference games I'll play with my son. What's going on here? What's different? There's a man inside with an umbrella doing an interview. No one behind him has an umbrella because they are in a tent, protecting them from the rain. Honestly, what is with MAGA and umbrellas? Clearly, books aren't their only kryptonite. Here's Bargain Bin Burt Reynolds with his shoes that got caught in the mud. I'm sure that crowd was just waiting for Marjorie and Lauren to come out and mud wrestle. The backyard Craigslist bikini model Reject tweeted, "What's the Office of Environmental Justice even going to do? Issue cow flatulence fines?" Naturally, I replied, "Lauren's worried about her date night Dutch ovens with Jason." Okay, so the place goes under attack, Die Hard style. Choose your fighter. Is it going to be guy thinking about the Madison Cawthorn video, MAGA fella sucking his thumb, sad sandals man Googling rain boots and life choices, or double Dexters? Let me know in the comments.
Which my shoes did twice. I had to reach down in the mud and pull my shoe out. We had to throw away these new shoes. I'm the only one that really didn't think it through. I had my coat on, my suit coat on, and
nobody really thought it through. Yeah, they went to a Trump rally. They're not thinking at all.
Amazing that all the things that were called conspiracy theories are now. It's all the truth. We know the truth now. Donald Trump is our real president. And
he was right about everything. Donald Trump was right about everything.
Donald Trump was right about everything. The guy is better at closing businesses than umbrellas. I wouldn't rush to say he's right about anything. Donald Trump repeatedly grilled his aides whether China could be manufacturing hurricanes and directing them at the United States with what he referred to as a hurricane gun, and whether using it would amount to an act of war. Commander Bonespurs wasn't just obsessed with hamburgers, KFC, and convincing the nation that golfing is working. He wanted to believe that China was developing meteorological weapons. Now, an anonymous source leaked me a photo of China's prototype for the hurricane gun. It really is scary stuff. Like, if they get enough of these guys together and fire them all up at the same time, America, you don't stand a chance. It's over. What's really terrifying is the video Anonymous leaked me of them preparing the indoor hurricane gun. MAGA, because you're dumb enough to be concerned about Jewish space lasers and hurricane guns.
So we've got a lot of evidence that's dropping in the form of movies which obviously it's a great way to go.
It's a movie and it's evidence. This is the guy that says he wanted to be a lawyer.
Remember, everybody, this is the most disgusting bill. Brandon, I've been around courts all my life. I'm very familiar. I was actually wanted to be a criminal lawyer at one time.
Was he gonna be, or did he want to be, gonna wanted to be? Being arrested a lot doesn't mean you're qualified to be a lawyer.
All right, fellows, it's time to stain the sheets. Issue 1, the itinerary says Kellyanne Conway may be attending. I'm a bit concerned about that. She's very sharp. Not sharp intelligent, but sharp angular. She's like Skeletor. Her bones are all jagged, and I don't want to get an elbow in my kidney.
Everything will be fine. I brought my Calgary Flames hockey pads. We'll be safe.
Issue 2, Madison, if you keep telling people about Orgy Club, we're going to have to roll you to the curb in your satin outfit, and I'll have Ted Cruz slide a ruler in your wheel. Can I get a bump?
Listen to Mitch Matty. No one talks about Orgy Club.
Guys, what are you talking about? A ruler in his wheel? What are you measuring him up a new chair? It's so he can't go anywhere. Can I get a bump?
The film 2,000 Mules claims paid or unpaid political operatives place ballots in multiple vote drop boxes, which are a more secure version of a post box.
There's no way you can debunk this movie, Brandon.
In fact, here is the AP report.
There's no way Lindell wants to debunk it because it supports his dumpster fire narrative, but it's debunked. Dinesh conveniently ignores that in many states it is legal to drop off a ballot on behalf of another voter, which is essential for voters with disabilities, the vulnerable, or the elderly, especially in the middle of a pandemic. The far right are calling it ballot harvesting, while it's more commonly referred to as ballot collection. Verified ballots of registered voters still count, regardless of how they were delivered. Every absentee ballot is assigned to the voter who requested it, and voters can only cast one ballot each. Return ballots must be included in an envelope that includes the voter's registration information, signature, and a barcode. Ballots delivered without an envelope aren't counted, meaning ballot stuffing wouldn't work.
You can't deny what you see on tape, everybody.
Has this man never heard of special effects, deep fakes, stock footage, tricky editing? His evidence is not evidence. It's cell phone data that shows people returning to the same area. If one is in your neighborhood, there's a good chance you walked by it a few times. But Dinesh and his audience are dumb enough to equate that to harvesting ballots.
And if you extrapolate the data from this movie,
if you're trying to prove something, don't make up words. It does not help your flimsy argument. This week, Perjury Taylor Greene went ultra MAGA, posting this picture, going full Jewish space lasers to give ultra support for the Hurricane Gun Guy.
Still broadcasting here from the bunker. Been a crazy week with Marjorie. Again, good dude. We have some pretty decent time looking for stories to completely distort and embellish to fire up our base so they panic, donate, and buy my Patriot vitamins. They're just Costco ones that we dump into jars with labels that look super tough, and my viewers fall for it because they are super dumb.
I think this is a good time to mention I made these Let's Go Darwin mugs, and they've got my MAGA Tears logo on the other side. If you want to support the show, I have these, some other mugs, and fun stickers, or you can now tip me with this PayPal QR code or the link in the description. Either way, thank you for watching. Back to the show.
and it's kind of interesting because they showed you with the pings off your phone. Remember, old Tim Cook and Apple, they know where you are at any given moment. Hey, Tim, how you doing tonight? Can you hear me? And it's not just whether your phone's on or off, don't matter. They track you just like you going when your GPS, when GPS is, they know where you're at. And what's funny is they knew within I've lost my phone before. Have you ever lost your phone?
Yeah, I haven't, but I have family members that have.
I have lost my phone,
they find
everybody.
it with the GPS.
You can find it. I found it in a cornfield, it was a pheasant field out in, a friend of mine, he lost one too, out in South Dakota, in a field of grass this high.
Your phone tracks you so you can use things like GPS, or when you get to the cinema to see the latest evidence, your ticket pops up because it knows you're there. It's a convenience thing, but all of this can be disabled very easily. Apple has several documents right there on their site, and they make it simple to remove location services. So if there were all these mules, don't you think their supreme secret commander would have said, by the way, turn off location services, or better yet, leave your phone at home? Nope, just ordered a 400,000 vote heist and never thought of the cyber angle of it all. Absolute bucket of unicorn wank. He also displays some security footage of people dropping ballots to give his clunky phone location data angle some imagery because his crowd is dazzled by shiny things, but seeing the same person back at a box means nothing more than someone dropping off one for someone else. Does he show 400,000 clips? No. Election investigators have reviewed several videos included in 2,000 Mules and found no illegal behavior. Dinesh is an election fraud profiteer. His junk film cost a few bucks to make, and the same people that buy into made in China MAGA hats, brain farce pills, and pedo pizza restaurants will line up to hand their money to the guy convicted of campaign finance fraud. Here's Mike trying to get Brandon to promote the store on his site.
All right, show him where that is on the thing there, Brandon. Go down the items just real quick. Because we have Frank Speech, bumper stickers, yard signs. We need to get the word out. We can't lose our voice. One of the things Alan Duke said was, well, Mike, it doesn't affect your Facebook. They've already suppressed my Facebook to a lousy 1,000 people, where it used to be 100 and some thousand would go on a live stream. This is disgusting. So if you go to the Frank store, where you click on store, right, Brandon?
Yep. And there appears to be a problem right now.
Wow. Okay.
That's it. That's all we got right now.
Okay. Well, then that's a problem.
And that's a problem. Yeah, it's empty, like your head.
We are talking about getting married, and she wants me to take her name. So if we go through with it, you'll be calling me Alex Jones Taylor Green. Yeah, you heard it here first, Alex Jones Taylor Green. None of it's official yet, but I'm still smashing her blonde meat swamp on the regular. As long as what, Marjorie? What?
The socks stay on.
The socks stay on, or I will lose my lunch all over the place. And right now we really have to conserve food because there is a baby formula shortage, and so I've not been able to eat a whole lot. It's been tough. I tried milking her, but she's pretty dry. It's been tough.
Here's Dr. Oz with a photo op as dumb as his fake grocery shopping trip. Whatever he's doing here doesn't make sense. I've got a very powerful and strong vehicle that will do this job. You're just in the way with your shiny slacks and your dumb shovel. Move. Go pretend to buy salsa that you're gonna dip vegetables in, you whack job. And now here's Madison Cawthorn being dumb again. Imagine if we spent $40 billion on veterans. Nearly 6 times that is spent on veterans, and it will increase to over $300 billion in 2023. This is the same guy who responded to a video showing him touching his cousin between the legs by saying, "It's okay, we're family." For reals. This fella's brain works about as well as his legs. The pinch-face bikini car wash reject tweeted, "The left doesn't care about the opinion of women. They don't care about the opinion of anyone, frankly. Death and destruction is their mission." Naturally, I replied, has the radio frequency from your convict husband's ankle monitor fried your tiny mind? The left wants women to have a choice. The right wants old white dudes to make choices for women. Nice hair, bro. MAGA tears. Trump won. Deal with it, libs. MAGA tears. This is the TV show the lefty sheep watch when they are waiting for their 10th booster shots. MAGA tears. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend. If you can afford to, please throw me a tip with the easy PayPal link below, or check out my mugs and stickers that go great with those MAGA tears. I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries. I've done several arena and theater tours with Jim Jefferies, and I have 3 albums. You can stream them wherever you like. Thanks for watching. Life's short. Be cool. Be kind. Take care.